And they go away, dip their pen in acid, and what they write tells you more about them than about the person they've interviewed. Now, after a time, you get a little immune to it. But sometimes, yes, it does hurt. Because frequently, if I see something, if I see an awful headline about myself, I won't read the article, because it would hurt. And you've got to keep your mind clear to make the decisions of the day.
Right or wrong, whatever the issue might be. Obviously, right or wrong, whatever the issue might be.
If you put yourself on the front line in politics, as I have been for years, then you do expect to be shot.
Being a woman, I guess you must have been asked this question many times over the last 10 years. Do you think you bring any special womanly qualities to leadership?
I think you're very practical. I think we think of policies in practical terms, much more than making great general speeches about things which sound very good, but when you try to translate them into policies, they don't really tell you very much. And we tend to be practical. I think we tend to know where we want to go and know how to get there. At any rate, I can only tell you that's the way I've done it.
Leaving aside Elizabeth and Victoria, I mean, who after all had royal blood.
Well, they were heads of state. I'm only a prime minister.
Yes, but you... I'm not seeking to put faint praise on you. I mean, you are amongst the greatest female achievers that the world has seen, really.
Well, you're very kind. One likes to think that one has had some impact on everything I believe in, on the defense of freedom and justice, on belief in the fundamental character of people, that there are more good people about than there are others, and that if you free things up, you'll get the enterprise, you'll get the fundamental decency, and you'll get the fundamental standards.
I've heard you talk about fundamentals before, and I want to put one quote to you. I believe it's an accurate quote for yourself. My policies are based on things that I and millions like me were brought up with. An honest day's pay, live within your means, put a nest egg by for a rainy day, pay your bills on time, and support the police. Now, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. Simple. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. No, but life really isn't that easy, is it? Police. Are you happy with life? I mean, one doesn't see you very often smile or laugh.
Perhaps it is that when you see me in the House of Commons, I'm constantly concentrating, trying to answer the questions that are coming, and to answer them competently. Yes, I love the work I do. I love it more than anything else. It's the one job in the world which, now I've done it for quite a time, I really love. I loved it right at the beginning. But I do feel I can contribute something. And I suppose I'm a workaholic.
Tell me about the unions. The worst, I think, about 1979 when you came to power, about 13 million work days lost in a year, and now it's about 2 work days lost in a year. Have you got something to teach us about 2 work days?
I don't know your system. What I do know is what was happening here. Now, I relied on one fundamental thing. That ordinary folk don't like to be pushed around by bosses, whether they're industrial bosses or trade union bosses. And ordinary folk would rather go on working than be compelled to go on strike. And so I started off by saying, look, if there's to be a strike, it's the members who should decide it. So I'm going to take away power from those trade union bosses and give it back to the members. And we gradually got rid of a closed shop. Quite wrong. If unions are any good, they should be able to persuade people.
But you crushed the bosses, didn't you? That's your achievement.
Crushed the bosses? I distributed the power fairly.
The unions may be your great achievement, but what about your efforts at cutting government expenditure? And may the socialists, that you think so little of, but the socialists in Australia teach you a lesson here in Australia. The socialists in Canberra have managed to cut government expenditure. You have failed.